Welcome back to Oral Tradition, my viewers and subscribers. How are you today? This is a beautiful day. I welcome everybody back today. Um, don't forget to like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have one. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a very interesting topic. I was thinking about this like 2 months ago, but because I didn't have the time to come on, I just wrote just a few things down. I don't even have any notes with me today. I just know what I want to say, you know. As I was thinking about these people, and I said, I have to do a video on this. I want to talk about the people who clean up after us, the sanitation workers. First, there are the sanitation workers who would clean up our garbage. They come twice a week and clean up after us. There are some people who work in the hotels, clean up after us, make our beds, take out our garbage. There are people who work in the hospitals, clean up our mess, clean up our rooms, change our beds, take out the garbage for us. There are people who work in our colleges and schools. They clean up after us. And there are people who work in our homes as well. And they work very hard. And they deserve some respect. And I have noticed that the people who work the hardest get the least pay, the least money. They work hard enough, but they get a little pittance, not much. But we have to start valuing people's labor, because our labor is for sale, but we sell it cheaply. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the people who work in our homes. They clean up, they make our beds, they clean our furniture, they clean our rooms, our bathrooms, our kitchens. They take care of our children. And some people, when they say they hiring you for babysitting, is really a house help. The hiring is not just to take care of the children, it's to clean up their houses. And you do all of that, and they want to treat you disrespectfully. That is wrong. The people who clean up after you should give them a little bit more respect. And sometimes we ourselves, we just throw our clothes on the floor and expect the helper to come and pick it up. Our children do the same because they know that their parents is paying, and what monkey sees, monkey does. Monkey sees mother do this or that, so they don't want to do anything. And I don't care if you pay somebody to take care of your children. Teach them something. Teach them to make some tea. Teach them to wash some dishes. Teach them to tidy their little room. Teach them to boil an egg. Teach them how to fry. Teach them how to do something. This way, if you are home by yourself and your helper is not there, the child can help you out. Raising a child and not teaching them anything. Oh, my son is a prince. He doesn't need to do anything. Bad idea. Bad idea. Your son is going to dead for hunger when the Chinese store lock if you don't teach them to do something. Give your cleaning lady some respect. For those who work in the hotels, the work is hard. I know somebody who works at a hotel and she has terrible back pain right now. They have to clean up your room, make your bed, fix things together. If you need anything, room service, they will call them for you, and they make sure everything is fine. Give them some respect and some credit. Tip them if you can. For those who work in the hospitals, oh my God, those people, I really commend them. They have to deal with all these dirty sheet, these dirty linen, those who have to clean, those who do the housekeeping, clean up the bathrooms and all of that stuff. It is not easy, but somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do the dirty work. But because you do the dirty work, that does not mean that you're not a person. You are just as important as anybody else. Those who work in our colleges and schools, I really give you a big shout out. Reason being, I have had an experience at school. We were online waiting for the bathroom. The female line is always very long. After a class, people just stand online waiting to use the bathroom. And this lady came out of the bathroom and it was my turn, so I went in after her. And it was just pee all over the toilet. Well dressed, So I called her back. I said, Miss, you're forgetting something. And she came back. And I said, you leave the pee on the toilet. I spoke to her like I was spoken to my daughter. And she said, somebody's getting paid to do it. I said, no, don't think about it like that. Because if somebody is getting paid to do it, but it would pay if you would clean up after yourself. I said, my mother told me never to leave yourself in the bathroom. Nobody should know that you just come out of the bathroom. When they go in there, everything should be spotless. Because you came and you saw it clean, so you should leave it clean. And I'm saying to myself, these are the young ladies who want your nice sons to marry. And you're not a man and you tingle all over the toilet and you leave it and say somebody is getting paid to clean it. That is not good. Many times I would have to go into the male bathroom because I was tired of. Sometimes I just decide I'm not cleaning up after nobody because a lot of times I have to go in and wipe out the toilet seat. And sometimes there are a lot of paper all on the floors. And sometimes you go into one bathroom and you're saying you just back out. And there's a male bathroom down the hall, so you just walk down the hall, go into the male bathroom. It's always clean. I think maybe once or twice I went in and the men they saw me walked in, so I don't know what they thought. But I said, no worries. I'm just passing through. No worries. Because I felt more comfortable using the male bathroom than the female bathroom because it's always messy. And from what that young lady said, I said, no. We need to consider these people. You don't pee and leave it and don't flush it because there's water. You don't defecate and leave it because somebody has to clean. You don't do that stuff. It is really not a good thing. It doesn't look good. And people have to see all that mess. No. It doesn't look good at all. And I really commend those people, those who work in the schools, those who work in colleges. It's really hard work. Really, really, really hard work. And they deserve their money that they get paid. And finally, I want to talk about those who clean up our garbage. Can you imagine 2 weeks and your garbage is not picked up? Because they come twice per week. So this week, they didn't come. Next week, they didn't come. So you're missing 4 days of garbage pickup. And you don't have anywhere to put the garbage. And all the garbage cans are filled. You don't have any backyard to burn it. Because even if you have a backyard, you cannot burn garbage in the city. You don't have a big yard in the suburbs where you can, take the garbage here and burn it, or whatever. No, that doesn't happen in the city. And so these men don't come out to take the garbage. You know what that can cause? An outbreak of diseases. So you see how important these people are to us, even though we think they're menial jobs that they do, you know. And don't kid yourself. These people get good money in New York. The sanitation workers get good money. But no, I'm not really talking about their salary, because I think they should be ranked with doctors and nurses, bank managers, and all those high profile jobs. You know, I believe researchers, I believe they should be ranked in that category, because without them we stink. Without them we get very uncomfortable. You know, our yard would stink without these people, and we need to give them some credit, we need to give them some respect. You know, when holiday comes around, we need to give them a little encouragement. When I lived in Jersey, we used to do a lot of work on the house, a lot of construction work. So we had to buy the big, heavy duty plastic bags and to throw out stuff. So sometimes we have to go there and make sure we help them to throw them in the truck, as it used to be a lot of bags. And then when we were changing furniture, we don't have anybody to give the furniture, so we have to throw them out. And we used to make sure because sometimes they come like late at night, and we have to be out there to help them put the stuff in the truck. And then we have to give them a little something, because it's a lot of work. And because we had such a connection with the garbage men, I remember one time we didn't remember to put out the garbage. My daughter didn't remember to put the garbage out. And the guy just came in and just took the garbage pails and put them in the truck and just left them on the sidewalk, like he left everybody else empty can on the sidewalk. And I said, that just speaks volume, man, because I'm saying he didn't have to do it, but because we gave them so much respect, that's why they did it. So big up to all sanitation workers, all the people who clean up after us. And I have one more story to give you. I remember this lady was telling me that her husband left her and told her that she was nasty. And she said she couldn't understand why he said that, but he left her. And she said she told her bishop, her pastor, and the pastor was a female pastor, so she questioned her on certain things, and she was able to point out certain things to her. So when the lady pointed out certain things to her, when the lady listened to what she had to say, she realized that she was never taught to do anything. Her mother had a business. She used to travel to different countries to buy and sell. She was a hawker. She used to go to Panama. She used to go to Curacao, until she started going to Miami and everything, and even New York. And they had a helper. The helper did everything for the children, clean up their rooms, gave them breakfast, ironed their clothes, did everything. So they didn't get to do anything. They didn't have that luxury of getting to learn to do anything as children. So they would just take off their clothes and just drop it, and then the helper would do everything. So the children were just there. They thought that was normal life. They didn't know how to do any chores or anything. So when this lady got married, pretty girl, when she got married, she suffered at the hand of her husband. At first, he tried to deal with it, but then later on, he noticed it wasn't changing. But she didn't know any better. That's why we have to know people's story before we start tearing them down. Her mother was to be blamed for that. She never taught her anything, but her bishop opened her eyes and told her, this is the problem, so you have to change it. You have to be mindful when you take off your clothes or you drop them, whatever. Yes, she taught her like a mother. So we really, really, really have to train our children to do chores, or even though we have the helper, but anything can happen. The helper might not be able to come for 2, 3 days. Your place is going to stink if you don't do the right thing. So I just want to tell you that sanitation workers are as important as everybody else, every other profession. Somebody has to do the dirty work. Yes, somebody has to do the dirty work. So I am thankful for sanitation workers everywhere, wherever you are. Big up yourself. Wherever you are, I want to let you know that I appreciate you. We really need you. And even if people would ridicule you or say something bad to you, don't even pay them any mind, because you know you're doing a great work. You're doing a great work. You're cleaning up the city, you're cleaning up our communities, and we really appreciate you for it. So take good care of yourself, sanitation workers. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up yourself, big up yourself.